Good morning, students. Today I have come back with literature. Chapter 3, Two Stories About Flying. Today's lesson, the first story, His First Flight, written by Liam O'Flaherty. Here is the picture of author Liam O'Flaherty. Some information about the author. Basically, he was an Irish novelist, short story writer, and major figure in the Irish literary renaissance. He served on the Western Front as a soldier in the Irish Guards and was badly injured. After the war, he was a founding member of the Communist Party of Ireland. Next, other information about the date and place of his birth and death. The name of his spouse, his parents, and his education. Now, let us start reading the chapter line by line. Before reading the chapter, we must say that the story is about overcoming fears in one's life. Every journey of life begins with a single small step. It takes courage and commitment to convert this single step into a 1,000-mile journey. Thus, only through a strong will and indomitable courage one can achieve their dreams. Let us start the story. His first flight. His, whose? The story is about the young seagull. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. Ledge means a narrow horizontal shelf projecting from a wall or here a cliff. His two brothers and sister had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. So, the little seagull, the young seagull, was alone on his ledge. Why? It is clear from the next line that his two brothers and only one sister, they learned how to fly. That's why they flown away. When the day before the day. But he was very afraid or scared to fly with them. That's why he didn't fly. He was alone on his ledge. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink means edge of the ledge, and attempt to flap his wings, he became afraid. So, he also tried to fly. That's why he ran forward to the brink. But when he reached the edge of the ledge and started to flap his wings to fly, he became very afraid. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath. Here is the picture you can see from here. Here is the little seagull on his ledge, and from there, when he looked, he see the great expanse of sea stretched down beneath. And it was such a long way down, miles down. So that is why he became very afraid. He felt certain that his wings would never support him. He never flew away. So he was afraid to fly, thinking that his wings will not support him. His wings will not help him to fly. So he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. He thought that it is not possible for him, so he went back to his hole and slept at night. Even when each of his brothers and little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings and flew away, he failed to muster up courage. Muster up means gather. He had not gathered the courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. Here, desperate means helpless. He was not so courageous. He couldn't gather courage to fly, though he watched that his brothers and sisters' wings were shorter than him. His father and mother had come around calling to him shrilly, upbraiding. Why? That means scolding. His parents started scolding him because he couldn't fly. Even he had not taken a step. He has not started to show that he could, threatening to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. So, his parents threatened him that if he couldn't fly, he had to starve in his ledge. But for the life of him, he could not move. For the life of him means that he was trying very hard, but he couldn't move. It is the very common thing. If you think of yourself, when in childhood we started to take a new step, started to learn walking. At that time, our parents helped him a lot. They tried their best that we can take a step, and they want we must try for it. Like that, his parents also started to think that the little seagull must take a attempt. That's why they threatened him that if you could not fly, then you had to starve at night. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. So one day had gone away. For 24 hours, no one came to him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sisters, perfecting them, making them perfect in the art of flight. How to fly in a perfect way. Teaching them how to swim, how to skim. Skim means to move lightly just above a surface. To skim, that means to dive, how to dive the waves and how to dive for fish. So his parents started to teach his brothers and sister how to fly in a perfect way, how to dive to catch a fish. He had, in fact, seen his older brother catch his first herring. Herring means a soft, fine sea fish. And devour, that means he eat hungrily or quickly, and devour it standing on a rock, while his parents circled around raising a proud crackle. Why the parents became proud? Because his older brother was successful in his attempt. He caught a herring and started eating quickly. And all the morning, the whole family had walked about on the big plateau, midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice. Cowardice means taunting him with his cowardice. That means teasing him for not being brave. That means they started taunting him as he had not tried a little step. The sun was now ascending, going upwards the sky, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. So, in the morning, the sun rises. So, it becomes morning. So, from the previous night, he couldn't eat anything because no one came to him. And he started to feel hungry as well as hot also. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge, and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye, then the other, and pretended to be falling asleep. He started to pretend as if his parents thought that he became asleep. Still, they took no notice of him. They started to ignore him. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. His father was preening. Preening means making an effort to maintain feathers. The feathers on his white back. Only his mother was looking at him. She was standing on a little high hump on the plateau. Here is a picture. These are the two mountains, and between that it is called plateau. She was standing on a little hump on the plateau, her white breast thrust forward. Thrust means pushed forward. Who is she referred to here? The mother of the young seagull. Now and again, she tore a piece of fish, the past tense of tear, T-E-A-R, that lay at her feet, and then scraped each side of her beak. That means she prepared her beak to tear it on the rock where she was standing. So the little seagull, as he was very hungry, he was very much attracted by this sight that his mother holding a fish in her beak. So today up to this. In next video we will complete this chapters reading, explanation and vocabulary. After this, please you check the word meanings, few pictures and also the questions. Plateau, mountain, plain and sea level. The word meanings. Here is another picture of ledge. Narrow horizontal projection from a vertical surface. Here the picture of another seagull, a herring in his beak. Today's lesson in brief. Questions from today's lesson. Next part will be continued the next day. Thank you.